We're only going to do bows. And it's going to be Tuesday bow day. Or Tuesday evening bows. Yeah, well, that wasn't very smooth, was it? Okay. There we go. Alright. So I thought that we would just have a lot of fun doing bows like once a week. Just so we can kind of get our bow skills going a little bit. It's one of the things I get the biggest questions about. How are you? So I did put a ribbon set together if you want to get it after you watch the bow. You can also add on the bow maker and the FICA sleeves. Alright. So how are y'all doing tonight? Hello, hello. And I had some requests for more wreath kits because I know I haven't had any wreath kits lately. So we got one together. It is listed today. So it's this frame with these two mesh. It's got this ribbon. Let me show you the others. It's the sign says don't be jelly. It has little jelly beans on it because one of the ribbons is jelly bean. How cute is it? And then we have a pink and a blue Swiss dots. I love Swiss dots. Y'all like Swiss dots? I love them. And I love this side. Okay. So I did get it listed. It is listed. We have a very limited amount, but I'm trying to add another 20. I'm just waiting to see if I can get more of that ribbon. We have everything else. So how are y'all? Y'all doing okay tonight? I know I didn't give y'all much warning. I was kind of, oh, thank you for stars. I was kind of rushing to get it. Hey, Sophia and Charlie. Or is it just Sophia? So I thought it might be fun just to put little sets together just so you could do bows and practice with bows and you didn't have to buy like the whole big 10-yard rolls, you know, kind of thing. So every time we do this on Tuesday, I will put a little ribbon set together if you want to get it so you can make your own bows. So tonight's we have, I was feeling like a little fall because y'all, I was hot today. So we did, look at this sunflower. I love it so much. So that's what we decided was our focal ribbon, this sunflower. So I added this one in, and this one in, and this one in. So can you see how I coordinated the colors together? So this matches the inside of that. This matches part of the sunflower, and this matches the background of the sunflower. So that's how we pull it all together. Okay. All right. So you get 5 yards of each one of these. More than enough to make a bow. Nova Scotia. So let's do like, well, let's do a 10-inch tail. Because I think I want to know, I know how I want to. You can't find your small peg? Hey, email me, Sandra, and I will tell you how you can get that small peg. Or I might be able to get one for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to make a bow, and we're going to put stuff in the middle of it. And I want to make what I consider as a spider bow. Just means that it has tails on this side, tails on this side. I'm going to try to do something a little different every week with the bows. Okay. It's actually the same amount of ribbon that you get when you get the grab bags. So it's 20 yards of ribbon. All right, so we have 3 loops at 6 inches, okay? So I'm just coming down here twisting. Now, I want to pull, so first I just want to see what the size is, and then I'm going to pull this tail over here. You don't use your short peg, so let me tell you what the purpose of the short peg is. I didn't cut that well. Okay, so now you can see how much, even after 3 loops, how much ribbon we have left. The purpose of the short peg is to keep these 2 pegs from coming out, okay? So that short peg does actually serve a purpose, and it's to make sure that it's gonna stay in so it won't pop out. If you ever have where it pops out, it might be because you don't have your little short peg there. So I would do the short peg if you still have it. Now, this is what we're gonna do. I wonder if I have any, do I have any raffia in here? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little trick. So this works best if you have something that has some length to it, okay? So that's why I'm using the ficus leaves, because they have long pieces. So what I want to do is I'm going to set it in the bow maker just like it's part of the bow. Okay? I might about right there. Okay? Now we're going to go to our next ribbon. Are you a ribbon freak? I am too. I love ribbon. Okay. So 6 inches. 6 inches. So we want to do 2 because we did 3 on the bottom. So what I'm trying to do is have 1 loop in between every one of the loops on the bottom. So in other words, when you do 3 loops, then you want to do 2, then you want to do 1, so on and so forth. Okay. So we'll trim it off. See how we're going in both directions. Now you're going to have enough to make quite a bow. But I want to show you something fun to do with your bows. All right, so we're going to go to this one. Hey, Mama. Okay, this will probably end up being my mother's bow because we all know how she feels about bows. All right, so we did 3 loops, 2 loops. Normally, I would do 1 loop here, but we're not gonna. We're not going to because I don't feel like it, because I want to do something different. Okay, now we're gonna go 6 inch again, 6, 6, and you'll see what we're doing. We're gonna do 3 loops again. Mama Sue cooked dinner tonight and it was so good. Okay, here's the 3rd loop. Okay, I'm gonna make sure all my loops are the same. I'm going ahead to pull them out. Okay, then I'm gonna pull this out, trim it off. I'm gonna set it up here. So now we've done 3 loops. Okay, we're gonna do 2 loops with this. Okay. And I will throw my ribbon on the floor. It makes it much easier to handle. Oh, wait. Before we do that, let's add in a little extra. This is just some raffia. One of the things I love to do with raffia is put it in my bow. So I'll pull some raffia out. I don't know if y'all have ever seen me do this before, but I have done it a few times in the past. My favorite. So what I'll do is I'm going to put the raffia in. I'm going to make little loops. Like this. Then I'm going to kind of separate. I'm going to pull some over here and some over there. Just like that. Now we go in. The trick to this is to just put it in between your layers. She made a beef thing that she makes in the crock pot. She can tell you the name of it. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's really good. It cooks all day. It's a beef tenderloin. Okay. Just like this. Remember, we've got one going this side, one going this side. Okay. Now we're going to come back and add this into the top. And we're going to add one more ficus leaf. Okay. But this time, I want to put the bigger leaves on this side, like this. It's better to do this with greenery that's wired. If you're going to put the actual flowers or greenery in there, just makes it a little easier when you're doing when you're fluffing the bow out. Okay. Should we end off with raffia? Let's do that. Because it's fun. Just a little. We'll just add a little in. Okay. I love raffia. Okay. Now, we're going to get one of our big zip ties. Because look at this big pile. It's big, right? The bigger the better. Okay. So I want to make sure I have everything on the right side, especially when you're working with flowers and things like that in there. Okay. So I'm still going to look to see where my cutoff point is. And I've got to kind of make sure that I don't get any of my leaves in there, because that's the only thing you really kind of have to look at. Okay. There we go. So when I'm making just a bow, I'm going to use rustic wire. So I really like this rustic wire because it's really thick, and if you send it to a customer or you put it on your mailbox or whatever, it's going to be tough enough to keep it on there. It's really going to help it. So right through the back we go. All right, and then we're going to tie this down just like normal. Okay, now we're going to fluff this up. So just like I always do, I've got the zip tie and my wire in the back. And now we're going to fluff it just as normal. So pull and twist, pull and twist, pull and twist, always working from the back. Okay, you can do one side at a time or you can go back and forth. Whichever way you decide works just fine. So I want to make sure my tails kind of stay in the middle. Like this. Okay. There's a fly in here, y'all. It's been driving me crazy for days. I need to get like a fly zapper or something. Okay. So the reason that I'd like to do this sometimes is because sometimes it's hard to put your florals and stuff in, but with this you can still do it. And I can kind of pull them up a little bit because remember we talked about it being wired. So I'll kind of pull it up a little to make sure it's kind of coming out from the bow and it's not just hanging down in there. Okay, same thing with the bottom. So I'll kind of bend it up so it will start to get a good place in the bow. You see? All right. And then we have our little raffia kind of coming out. You can also move your florals if you need to. All right, let me get something to put this on so y'all can see what it looks like. Okay, give me 1 second. Hi, Bella. Okay. So when you put it on, then what you're going to do is you're going to spread out your loops, right, and your tails. I'm going to roll all these tails up. Okay. Spread out your loops. You see how it looks like you spent extra time putting all that in, but you didn't. You did it because you put it in while you were making the bow. It's so much faster, y'all, so much faster. And it's fun. All right, so let's do this side. Okay. So what do we think? That has to be yours for false. I told you she would steal it. I told you she would steal it. What'd I say? Didn't I say Mama say this is hers? Put my raffia back. Do we like it? I see that it belongs to Mama. I saw that. All right, so I did one with the ribbon set. So we'll do one ribbon set every week, and the other one I'll just do whatever catches my eyes. I'm walking around in the warehouse. And this raffia, you really kind of want it to kind of stand up. You see that? See how much personality it gives that bow? What did you say? What was funny? Okay, something was funny and I missed it. So how cute! I love it. Okay, let's do another one. All right. This time we're going to do, a bow. What do you think? Should we do a bow with, let's do a bow with the bowdabra. What do you think? Let's switch to the bowdabra. All right. This is what I want you to understand. It doesn't matter what bow maker you're using, okay? They're all, you like it? I'm glad. Yeah. It doesn't matter what bow maker you're using. They're all the same. Yeah, it's kind of big, right? Well, sometimes you need it to be big. Sometimes you just need a simple bow. This one we'll just do a simple bow. So I have the little camper ribbon. Y'all, I love this stuff. And then I have a Swiss dot, 2 Swiss dots. Okay. One thing I can do is put my ribbon up here. Have y'all ever used your little mesh thing to put ribbon on? Because you can. All right. This time, let's do 12-inch tail. All right. We're going to start this one off by hand, okay? Because this is a pattern. Now, what we'll do is we'll do the first one by hand, and then we'll come back and we'll do it on the bow maker. So that way you can kind of see 2 different ways. So when you're doing a bow by hand, it's important to measure out on your board, unless you're really used to it and you can just do it by hand. So I'll measure out from the 12 to 0, and then all I'm going to do, okay, I have this ribbon down here in between my thumb and my finger, and now I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to push it in. I don't care if it is on top or on bottom, you just push it right in, okay? Now you see how the ugly side of the ribbon is up? What that means is you have to go across. So what you can do is go across and use the other loop to measure, or you can use your board again. Okay, so on the right side, when I'm holding it, I go under, and it all depends on what you can see of your ribbon, the ribbon pattern. I am selling bow kits, yes. Okay. So you see how all of our campers are going in the same direction? That's what we want. So we want everything in the same direction. This time I want my tails to kind of come out. So now I'm going to put it down. Make sure I've got it in the middle. I can kind of measure them. Yep. Looks good. All right. So you can see what it looks like. So we did 2 loops at 6 inches. Alright, I'm going to put this one on. And I'm going to put this one on. Yes, every week I'll come up with a different theme, I promise. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to act like this is the easy bow maker I was just using a minute ago, except we're using the bowdabra. So I do the same thing. I twist in the middle, I pull it out to the end, okay? I'm going to use this one to measure, but you can use your board. Just put this part on, so just put this part on the 0, and then you can pull out and see where the 6 is, and then move it to the 6 and go to the 0, just like that, okay? Now we're gonna do, excuse me. Now we're gonna do this ribbon again, except this time we're gonna do it in the bow maker, and I'm gonna show you how to get the pattern right in the bow maker. Okay. So I want to keep my tails at the same, so I just use that tail to measure it out. I'm going to twist in the middle. So right here in the middle, I've got my ribbon twisted. I'm I'm just going to stick with 6 inches because it's easier. Wait, I need to come in this direction. I'm just doing it upside down because I'm upside down. Because I'm looking at it from my angle. Alright, so I twist. I make sure it's the same size. I'm just going to use these loops to measure. Alright. Same thing on the other side. So I pull it. Yep, that's the same. Now, this is what I want you to see. You see those campers are going separate directions? This is how you fix that. When you get the bow done on both sides, the loops done on both sides, you're going to take this loop and you're going to twist it inside the bow maker, and voila, everything in the right direction. I do have a few of the Swiss dots in the blue. I don't have many. Are they not listed? They're probably not listed. Okay, so same exact thing. I'm going to trim this off, and then we'll do our flip again. So see, we're backwards again. So we just take it. I like to come right down to the part that is already twisted and then twist it again. You really want to get your hands in there and twist it. You're not going to be able to tell once you get it out of the bow maker and get it all fluffed out. You'll never be able to tell that it was twisted. Alright. Isn't this pretty? I love this so much. Okay. So twist. We do have it in pink. I know we have it in pink. Okay. So twist in the middle. Twist in the middle. Okay. So I do the exact same thing on the bowdabra as I do on the Easy Bow Maker. I take my zip tie, I run under one side, I get it started. Y'all, I do not use the inside and put the ribbon in, or the wire and pull the wire up. I just don't do it. But you can. That is really up to you. Alright, so there's our indention. So you lightly hold your bow, start to pull it. I think I'll have to save this one for my sister-in-law. She's a big camper. They love their camper. Okay. Make sure it's all good. Let's put some more of the antique. It may be called antique wire or rustic wire. You can see it with either name. Sometimes it's hard to say what they'll put it under. Okay. And make sure all my campers are still going in the right direction before I tie it off. Yes, yes, yes. All good. Everything looks like it's in the middle. Okay. So we'll just tighten it really well. Okay. Now we're going to do the same process. Right? We're going to break the bow. What that means is we're going to get it from being stuck in this center. So pull and twist. If y'all want to know how I get my bows the way I do, this is the trick right here. This is the trick. It's the magic trick. The twist and the pull. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference. If you tighten it with the zip tie, it is not going to come loose. It's the only way I can really pull on it and tug it appropriately to get it exactly the way I want it to go. So, let's pull our little grapevine here again. And let's look at this one. Okay, so when we tie it on, glad it worked for you. So when I put it on a project, what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate my loops again, like this, and then I'm just going to stick my fingers in and refluff it. You've already done the job of breaking the bow from the center, so you don't have to do that again. You just then put it on and move the loops where you want them to. So if you did pull them and twist them like I told you to, then they're easily going to move. So you see how easily I can move these loops? It's because I broke the bow. It's because I broke it from being stuck in there. All right, so now we can do our little curly cues, like that. There we go. Like that. Like that. You see? So what do you think? Okay, so on this bow, we did 2 loops at 6 inch, 1 loop at 6 inch, 2 loops at 6 inch, 1 loop at 6 inch. On this one, we did 3 loops at 6 inch, 2 at 6 inch, 3 at 6 inch, 2 at 6 inch, and 1. So this would be called a 2-1-2-1 bow. That's based on the number of loops. This one would be a 3-2-3-2-1. Does that help you? Yeah, it was a game changer for me. Y'all, I have fibromyalgia, so my hands hurt sometimes. And honestly, it just kills me to try to do the wires. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It's just not my thing. It doesn't work for me. Awesome. I know, me too. I love that camper bow. I love that camper ribbon. So are there any questions about how to do either one of these bows? I know it's a short live, but Tuesdays will just be like a shorter live, just so I can show y'all some bow tricks. So we'll call it Tuesday Bow Tricks. That's it. Thank you, Angelic. I know I make it look easy, but y'all, promise, it did not look like this when I started. Just keep doing and just do like I showed you to do, and you're going to get it. You're going to get the hang of it. You could also do with a bow like this, you could also do florals in it. So you would clip the florals and you would put them in just like you did with the leaves. You can do the exact same thing with florals. So maybe next time we'll find one that we can do with some cute little florals, like some springy florals or something like that. I'm so glad. Bella's always sleeping. She's either sleeping on that couch or she's sleeping under my, thank you for stars, or she's sleeping under my desk. That's her national pastime, y'all. So poor thing, they had to go to the vet this morning. So it was not the most fun. Yep. Let's see, tomorrow night, I don't have any idea what I'm doing tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do the new kit. And I do have something really fun that we're going to be doing this week. I got this from Robin's Wreathery. And so we're going to be doing something fun on this one. Yes, bows make awesome teacher gifts. They do. And some of the Tuesdays, I'll show you different things you can put your bows on. So not just bows. All right? Yes. Tell Charlie I said hello. Ella crashed, yes. I think we'll make the new kit tomorrow. How's that sound? Isn't this cute? I love it. I think we're going to put it on the side like this, like welcome like this, and then it has little holes in it over here on the side so you can put florals and ribbon in it. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Actually, you know what? This would look really cute on it. Look at this. Ha ha ha! Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. That's cute. Okay. So we'll do something fun with it for sure. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and it will become part of my regular weekly stuff. Ooh, dentist in the morning. The boys have a dentist appointment tomorrow too. Yeah, I think that she sells these unpainted, but she painted it for me because, y'all, I can't paint. I'm not a painter. I know that's Mama's bow. No, it's not a Unique in the Creek board. It's actually wood. It's a wood board, and it has this cut out. The welcome is cut out into the wood, and then it just has a few little things. Not like it's not all the way around like the Unique in the Creek board. Yep. It would look cute on there. Yeah, Robin's wreath 3. Alright, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. We are going to go back to 8 o'clock. It's light enough now that I can do 8 o'clock. So I'll go back to 8 o'clock instead of doing 7:30. That way people have time to get home and whatnot. And all the good stuff. Alright. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock. And then don't forget, Thursday is, it is Designing Gals Thursday. I just had like a little brain hiccup there. And that's at 4 o'clock. Alright? So I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bye, y'all. I see you, Susan. Bye.